Welcome to episode 14 of Wellness Wednesday's audio series. I'm Nissrine, registered holistic nutritionist, mindful nutrition and wellness coach for female entrepreneurs who are looking to prioritize their health and well-being without fad diets and wellness trends. I created this series to bring a fresh perspective to nutrition and wellness, one that is centered on and led by you. There is a plethora of information out there, and it can be really hard to know what to do and eat to feel good in your body. It's easy to get caught up in fad diets and wellness trends, often questioning, doubting, and second-guessing your decisions when it comes to the way you nourish and care for yourself. But I wholeheartedly believe that reconnecting with your own innate wisdom to know what your body needs to thrive is the first step to life-changing transformation and true lasting wellness. And that progress is made by taking small steps mindfully, intentionally, and consistently. In today's episode, I want to do a deep dive on wellness planning. It's a vague topic because wellness means something different to everyone. But that's what makes it so powerful. A wellness plan is unique to you. Where you are today, where you want to be, how you want to get there, and why you want to embark on that journey. And it's the first thing I do with my one-on-one coaching clients because it sets the stage for the coaching experience and guides your wellness journey. Now, I talked about components of the wellness plan in episode 8. So if you haven't listened to that episode, I encourage you to go back and listen to it now. And if you have listened to it, you might want to listen again for a refresher. But in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the process of creating a wellness plan for yourself from scratch. Of course, if you'd like support with this process, you can schedule a complimentary wellness consultation with me to ask questions and get some clarity. Now let's get started. The first step in your wellness plan is your wellness vision, as I talked about in episode 8. Now, much like a company or business vision, which you might be familiar with, a wellness vision is a statement of what you want most for yourself in the long term when it comes to your health and well-being. It's your ideal state of holistic well-being at the highest level. Now, to articulate this, first you'll want to be honest with yourself about where you are today and why it isn't serving you. Then you'll have to get crystal clear about what you want for yourself. So how do you want to behave? How do you want to feel? What habits and practices do you want to be doing consistently and with ease and confidence? As you're thinking about answering these questions, remember to think about the positive things you want to be doing and feeling. If you don't know what those things are, or you're having a hard time articulating them, think about the things you are doing and feeling now that aren't serving you and reframe them into positives. Okay, let me give you an example. Now, the actual current situation might sound something like this. I don't have time to take care of myself. I drink too much coffee. I don't eat well. I don't exercise. I sit all day and I never get a good night's sleep. I feel so tired and burnt out, and I wish I knew how to make time for myself so I can feel good again. Right? That could be the current situation. Now, obviously, you don't want to put that in a wellness vision, right? You want to turn it around. So your wellness vision is a statement of how this looks turned around completely. And it might sound like something like this. I make time to prioritize my nutrition and self-care. I enjoy a cup of coffee, but I don't rely on it for energy. I eat balanced, nutritious meals. I move my body intentionally through structured exercise and daily activities that get me out of my desk throughout the day. And I have an evening routine that allows me to get a good night's sleep. As a result, I wake up feeling well rested, energized, and ready to face the day. I know how to nourish and care for myself, and I feel good in my body again. Right? As you can see, this statement is written in the present tense as if it were a reality. Right? Because that is how you're going to visualize and manifest this statement into reality, is by speaking it as if it were already true. This, of course, is a simple example that only covers one part of a wellness vision statement, and you'll want your wellness vision statement to cover other areas as well, including what you want for your self-care routine, your stress management techniques, your relationships, your career, and your life to look like, and how you want to feel about each and every one of these things. It's all encompassing, because a wellness vision isn't just about nutrition and physical well-being, simply because wellness is multidimensional and holistic in nature. Now, once you've set that wellness vision, the second step in your wellness plan is setting goals. Now, as an entrepreneur, I bet you're familiar with the term SMART goals. Specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-based. They allow us to measure our progress and success easily with facts and figures, right? And while SMART goals have many great qualities, especially when it comes to business, there are a few things that are fundamentally flawed with them when it comes to health and wellness, especially, right? For one, setting a wellness goal based solely on a number just isn't enough, right? And two, when we set goals, we're not actually chasing that goal. We're chasing a desired feeling. So if we can't associate a goal, no matter how smart it is, with a desired feeling, it will be difficult to give meaning to that goal, even when we achieve it, right? In some cases, it's even impossible to set a SMART goal, because many truly meaningful wellness goals can't be measured with facts and figures, but rather with intuition and feeling. For example, you'll never be able to quantify the feeling of ecstasy you might get from knowing you've influenced your child's ability to make healthier choices for life. But that doesn't make it any less valuable as a goal. All right? The other issue with SMART goals is that they're very outcome-based, and they neglect to measure progress along the way. But we know that most of the time the journey is far more rewarding than the outcome itself, because that's where learning, growth, and development happen. That's when we have our breakthroughs, our aha moments. So all of that said, how then should we be setting goals, right? If we're not going to be setting SMART goals, how should we do it? Well, I like to use a combination of SMART goals, desired feeling goals, and intentions to cover all the bases. Now, desired feeling goals are goals with heart and soul that we feel deeply connected to. Right? They are meaningful to us and to our lives, and they're based on how we want to feel as opposed to what we want to achieve in quantitative terms, so facts and figures. So to do this with my clients, I adapted an exercise from Danielle Laporte's The Desire Map on how to set desired feeling goals. In step 1, you'll make a list of all the ways you want to feel about your body, food, and your well-being. You want to list as many feelings as come to mind for each area. For example, you might say, I want to feel happy, calm, joyful, energized, in control, confident, aware, grateful, intuitive, mindful, right? Intentional. And in the next step, you want to make sure you really understand what each word means. And Danielle Laporte actually suggests using a dictionary or thesaurus, if you have to then find common threads between the words that you've written down, so that you can refine your list down to 3 to 5 core themes. Okay, for example, you might group aware, intuitive, mindful, intentional, into one theme called be more present or connected to myself and to my body, right? Once you've done that and you've got your 3 to 5 core themes, you'll want to create a desired feeling statement based on each of these themes, right? And a desired feeling statement might sound something like this. I want to feel more present and connected to my body, my mind, and the eating experience. I want to feel more energized and lighter on my feet. I want to feel good about the choices I am making when it comes to my food and movement. I want to dress with more ease and feel comfortable and confident in my body. What you basically have with these statements are your desired feeling goals. You may not be able to measure them with a number, but you can measure them with a feeling. And success is your ability to sustain that feeling on your journey most of the time. You know, of course, there will be times when you can't hold that feeling, and that's okay, because this isn't all or nothing. The key is to get to the point where you're able to sustain the feeling most of the time. And that comes with time and practice and consistency. Okay? So this isn't to say you can't also have SMART goals, but I challenge and encourage you to attach a desired feeling to that SMART goal as often as possible. The third and final step in your wellness plan is setting intentions. Once you have your heart-centered goals based on the feelings you want to embody, you can set these intentions. Now, unlike goals, intentions are calls to action that provide you with aim and direction on your journey. Okay, so let's say you have a very SMART, desired feeling goal that checks all the boxes we talked about earlier. And it might sound something like this. I will lose 10 pounds in 2 months without sacrificing my relationship with food and my body, while gaining confidence in my food choices, feeling stronger in my body, and more energized physically and mentally. So with a goal like this, you know, it's SMART and it's full of desired feeling because it's specific, it's measurable, it's actionable, it's realistic, it's time-based. We've said we want 10 pounds in 2 months. So it covers all the SMART goal check boxes, but it's also based on how you want to feel. Not only once you've reached your goal, but also on the journey itself, because you're saying, I want to do all of this without sacrificing. And by feeling, you're using action verbs to describe what is happening. Now, this, in my opinion, is an example of a great wellness goal. Okay, so you've got this great goal, but now what, right? And here's where intentions come in. And they might sound something like this, right? Eat more mindfully and learn what my body likes and doesn't like. Eat more balanced meals to meet all of my nutrient needs and reduce mindless snacking between meals and in the evening. Find joy and satisfaction at mealtimes by learning to incorporate the foods I like into nourishing meals. Move my body every day in a way that feels good to me for the benefit of movement itself and not as a means to manipulate my body. Reduce my reliance on caffeine for energy and find alternative ways to sharpen my focus, such as improved sleep, more movement, better nutrition, right? These are all examples of intentions. Now, intentions basically are the habits that you're going to practice daily, right? They allow you to live in alignment with your wellness vision and your goal in the present moment. So you can actually experience just how amazing it feels to bring that vision to fruition now, today, right? When you act in alignment with your intentions, you'll experience the desired feelings you're after in the present moment and not just at some time in the future, right? And when you don't act in accordance with your intentions, you'll feel it on some level, whether it be physically, emotionally, or mentally, and you'll be able to correct your behaviors and actions simply by realigning them to your intentions once again, right? That's it, folks. So there you have it. The 3-step process to creating a wellness plan that is unique to you and is as unique as you. Okay, as I said earlier, if you'd like support with this process, you can schedule a complimentary wellness consultation with me to ask questions and get some clarity. You'll find my booking link in the notes below, or simply by visiting www.wholisticness.com/free-consult. On that note, thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend. And be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Wellness Wednesdays audio series, where I share a short audio clip each week to inspire you to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level so you can start nourishing and caring for yourself more mindfully and intentionally. Until next week, stay healthy, happy, and safe.